Hello student and welcome back to the next session of our emulsion chapter, that is fifth session. In the last session we have seen the emulsifying agent from natural source, that is from plant origin, that is vegetable origin, and from animal source. So in this session we will see another classes of emulsifying agent. Next is the semi-synthetic polysaccharide. Example is the methyl cellulose. It is available as a methyl cellulose 20, methyl cellulose 2500 and 4500. The number indicate the viscosity in the aqueous solution. How? So this is the molecular weight of that particular semi-methyl cellulose. If the molecular weight increases, the viscosity also increases. It is used for emulsification of the mineral oil and vegetable oil, but less satisfactory for cod liver oil. It is soluble in hot water. It is stable to pH changes and alcohol, but produces PPT in presence of large amount of electrolyte. So this is the disadvantage of methyl cellulose. Next is the sodium carboxymethyl cellulose. It is used as a tree emulsifier. It is used as an emulsion stabilizer in the concentration 0.5 to 1%. It is soluble both in hot water as well as in the cold water. Next is the synthetic emulsifying agent. In this class, anionic, cationic and non-ionic emulsifier are there. So this is the first one, anionic. It is a good emulsifying agent for those solutions which are applicable for the external purpose or for topical application. Various alkali soap, metallic soap, sulfated alcohol and sulfonates are used as an emulsifying agent. It produces OY, there is oil in water, a type of emulsion. Sulfated salt, sodium lauryl sulfate, is commonly used as an emulsifying agent in the topical preparation. Diactyl sodium sulfosuccinate, that is example of the sulfonate used internally to soften the stool. So this is the actually use of such type of emulsifying agent. Next is the cationic. They are used emulsifying agent for oil in water type of emulsion. Example is the quaternary ammonium compounds are only groups that extensively used emulsifying agent. They have shown against the bacterial property, so it is used as a disinfectant. It is not good emulgent or emulsifying agent when used alone, but when used with the alkali sulfates, example sulfates and phosphates, it produces the good emulsion. When combined with the fatty alcohol, it shows greater stability. It is stable over the pH range of 3 to 7. Next is the non-ionic surfactant. Non-ionic surfactants are widely used in the pharmaceutical emulsion. Those emulsions are stable over a wide pH of range. It is not affected by addition of acid and electrolytes. The most commonly used surfactants are glyceryl monostearate, polyoxyethylene glycol esters and ethers, and sorbitan monopalmitate. So these are some examples of the non-ionic surfactant. Next class is the alcohol. So example is the cholesterol, carboxyls and lecithin. So alcohol, cholesterol, a number of high molecular weight alcohol are used. They are used as a stabilizer in emulsion preparation. Example is the cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, glyceryl monostearate included in this group. Then carboxyls, they act as a non-ionic emulsifying agent. They are used in ointment and cream preparation. Their molecular weight varies from 200 to 1000. Carboxyls 200 to 700 are viscous and light color. Carboxyls having molecular weight 1000 are wax-like solid. Next is the lecithin. Lecithin form W/O type of emulsion. It is rarely used as emulsifying agent. As it is exposed to light, it will get oxidized due to the oxygen present in the light. Next is the preparation method of emulsion. So there are total 3 methods of preparation, that is bottle method, dry gum method and wet gum method. What is the primary emulsion formula? This is the formula for primary emulsion. In case of fixed oil, the formula is 4:2:1, that is OVA, oil, water and acacia. The quantity for oil is 4, quantity for water is 2, acacia for it is 1, means half of the oil, half of the water, that is the 4:2:1, that is in case of the fixed oil. What is the formula? 4:2:1. What is the components? OVA, oil, water and acacia. OVA, what is the formula? 4:2:1. For volatile oil, 2:2:1, means in oil and water they have same proportion. Oleoresin 1:2:1. Water is exactly double that of the oil in case of oleoresin. So this is the formula, or this is the table they have asked for 3 marks in one exam. That is the important for the formulation of the emulsion. So here are some examples of the fixed oil and volatile oil. Examples of the fixed oil: castor oil, cod liver oil, shark liver oil, olive oil, almond oil, liquid paraffin. Examples of the volatile oil: turpentine oil, sandalwood oil, cinnamon oil and peppermint oil. Then first method is the bottle method or forced bottle method. This method is useful for the volatile or oleoresin having low viscosity. This is the method which is used for the low viscosity oils such as the volatile oil and the oleoresin. Take the required quantity of component, that is oil, water and acacia according to the primary emulsion formula. Oil is put in large bottle having double capacity than the required volume. Means if you want to prepare 20 ml of emulsion, you have to take the bottle of capacity 40 ml. Add acacia and shake properly. Means first you have to take oil, then you have to add acacia. This order of mixing is very necessary. In bottle method, first you have to take oil, then you have to add acacia, then add water at once. This at once is very important, and shake vigorously that bottle to form the primary emulsion, and then adjust the remaining volume with the water. Always you have to label as shake well before use, because it is a biophysics system. So this is about the bottle method. Next is the dry gum method. Again the order of mixing is very necessary. It is the same as that of the bottle method, but this is used for the fixed oil. Dry gum method for the preparation of emulsion. Take the required quantity of component, that is oil, water and acacia according to the primary emulsion formula. Measure the required quantity of oil in a dry measure and transfer it into the dry mortar. Add the calculated quantity of gum acacia into it and triturate rapidly so as to form a uniform mixture. Add required quantity of water at once. Just like the bottle method, again in this case also you have to add water at once and triturate vigorously till a clicking sound is produced and the product become white or nearly white due to the total internal reflection of the light. Why the emulsion appears white? Because due to the total internal reflection of light. The emulsion produced at this stage is known as the primary emulsion. Chick chick sound is produced and the emulsion become white. That is the sign that primary emulsion is formed. If any other ingredient present in the formulation has to be added by dissolving into the vehicle and then add more vehicle to produce the required volume. Again label shake well before use. Next or third method is the wet gum method for the preparation of emulsion. Take the required quantity of component, that is oil, water and acacia according to the primary emulsion formula. Powder wet gum means you have to wet the gum. Means see the order of mixing. First you have to take gum acacia in the mortar Add required quantity of water and triturate it with gum so as to form the mucilage. Add required quantity of oil but in small portion. In the wet dry gum method, you have taken first oil and then acacia. In this, first you have to take acacia, then water, and then you have to add oil but in small proportion. Slowly but with the rapid trituration until a clicking sound is produced and the product become white. At this stage, this emulsion is known as the primary emulsion. Add more water in small proportion to the primary emulsion with trituration to produce the required volume. Stir vigorously so as to form the uniform emulsion. Transfer the emulsion to the bottle, cork it, label and dispense. What should be the label? The label should be check well before use because it is a biphasic liquid dosage form. So we will stop here. The stability of emulsion we will see in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Have a good day.